You've heard it 1,000 times, and now you're gonna hear it 1,001 times. Funnels are the way that you're gonna find success in your business, and this is how you're gonna build the ultimate photography funnel. All right, you're finding some success, you're picking up steam, you're figuring out the way that you can generate and build up your network. Now, here's the thing, we're gonna load up your calendar to the point that you're just bloated, like you just have to release some steam, and that's when you know the funnel is working. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out and you're gonna make a list of all the clients you currently have. You're gonna have clients that are recurring clients. You're gonna have clients that shoot maybe once a month, once a week, maybe once a quarter. And then from there, you're gonna focus on, hey, which of these clients, right, is gonna lead me to my next big fish? Whenever you have a foundation set up, you always want to keep thinking on how to scale forward. For example, if you're currently charging $50 an hour, which I would say is about the low rate of a photographer, you want to figure out how can I get to that next step of $75 or $100 an hour. You don't ever want to be known as the cheap photographer. You want to be known as the new photographer, right? There's a huge difference. The cheap or inexpensive photographer is always going to be labeled that. You're going to build and build and build this huge funnel, but always just kind of have a volume game. But the unfortunate part of that is that you're only one person. So unless you're scaling your workforce itself, you're stuck. The growth is gonna be very limited to how many hours you have in a day. And we know during winter, that's just not gonna work. So what you should really be doing is constantly be known as the new photographer looking to scale his business. What I did and what I do is I currently talk about how I'm continuing to see growth and how I'm trying to accomplish new and next goals. So my current clients know that eventually I'll either be outpriced of them, or as they grow, I'll grow with them and my budget will increase, and so will my talents and deliverables, and everything works out perfectly. I currently shoot with a great company called Buy19. They're amazing. The CEO is a great friend of mine now, and the way we do things is really simple. We go do shoots and get paid based on the project. And I also see, hey, look man, I'm trying to make more money, you're trying to make more money. Let me figure out ways that I can provide you with more services so that way we can charge more and earn more at the end of the day. All right, we have our little guest here, Zara. She decided to join in on the video, so here she is. All right, so once you go ahead and you have that funnel established, you wanna figure out, all right, how many hours in a day am I investing in this? How is this sustainable? Am I able to sustain this through a few more months, or is it time to up my prices? What I have seen in the industry, which I think is the craziest and it makes the most nonsensical thing, is that on January 1st, there is always some sort of price increase. I'm telling you, right now is November 30th. In December, you are going to see from your photography friends, at least 2, 3, 4 of them post, hey guys, my prices are going up in the beginning of the year. If you wanna lock in my current rate right now, book me for the next year. It makes no sense. Why would you want to lock in your old rate? Like, don't do that. Your prices are rolling prices. They're constantly increasing as your work gets busier, and they're constantly increasing as your talent gets better. So do not wait until January 1st to raise your prices. That is just nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. It's not the way to do things. You want to constantly be raising your prices so eventually you get to that point where you're charging your $350, $400, $450, $500 an hour for the work, because guess what? You earned it and you built that funnel. So once you establish your funnel, let's say you have 100 clients at $50 an hour. What you're gonna do is you're gonna up your rate. Let's say you jump it up to $100 an hour. Now, all of a sudden about 50% of those clients dropped off. You're looking at about 50 clients left, and you're making the same amount of money working only half the time. What that does is it frees up your time to allow you to reinvest that time you now have again into your business to find new and better clients. Those new clients are now filling in the gaps at $100 an hour. You up your rates again when you feel like that pressure starting to come back in, and now you are working less but making the same amount of money, and you rinse and repeat. I did this for about 6, 7, 8 months. Eventually I got my price to where I wanted it, which is right around $150 to $200 an hour, and I realized that I was able to hit 6 figures pretty easily. Now my rates range from anywhere from $350 to $500 an hour, and my rates are much, much higher. Now, sometimes I do take on projects that for my day rate, things are more limited, but my workflow and my work time spent is much less. And so it allows me to, hey, you know what? I won't charge as much because guess what? I'm actually not working as much. I'm being here more as a consultant and more shooting things here and there. So guys, if you are not thinking about funnels, if you're not thinking this way, then you're missing out on a bunch of money and a bunch of growth. Don't burn yourself out shooting 1,000 photo shoots a day. Don't do 6 family sessions a day for a whole week. It just doesn't make sense unless you're seeing the numbers that meet that requirement you want. There are photographers out there doing family portraits, guys, for thousands of dollars a session. they're making sense of it and they're making it work. Why can't you? So go out there, build that funnel, and constantly keep expanding it because there's always some bigger fish out there. See you guys in the next one.